always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Simpson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Simpson. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll run it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback keeper. Wide open spaces. Ripping through the defense. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Johnson wants to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The Wildcats are facing 3rd and inches. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Oakley. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. On the run, it's Edwards. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down.
Touchdown, Kansas State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And how about the dinosaur, the fullback, getting involved in this game in the passing attack? This is a guy that has really, really good hands, and this offense knows in these types of situations, if they can just find a way to get him involved, he can go score.
He'll bring it out. It's Simpson. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Finds his tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Wow, what a big play. And how about the hit stick tackle right there? That's one this offense is going to remember.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's McCulley. He's loose. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Michigan! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They're going to run it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
This quarterback part of their running game. Jukes his way for more. Running it inside the 30 and finally out of bounds at the 27.
And when you got that kind of speed, football's got to be a lot of fun. I mean, Jesse, it's not there. Just pull it down. Go make a play.
That's definitely something that defense has never had to worry about in my day either. I think I just pulled a hamstring watching that guy go.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Turning on the Jets. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the run. Great move. Now he's got room. Oh, look out on the right. The 20. The inside. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking for a crease. It's Edwards. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. First play of the period will be a second down. Johnson wants to throw it. Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. The give from the gun. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I tell you what, as that ball starts to get towards the sideline when they're running these option plays, man, those outside players become more pivotal. My corners have to be able to tackle. My secondary is going to be much more involved in getting the quarterback to the ground. Nice job by the secondary, by this deep.
Turning it on! Touchdown, Kansas State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes with the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. From the gun, running back on the move. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch. Turns on the Jets. It's a seam wide open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way. Knocked it right down the middle. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
Coming out with it, it's Edwards. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
There's a lot of ways to run the football. You can do it conventionally, handing it off. You can do it with the QB run. How about getting the wide receiver involved, though, on the reverse? Perfectly executed.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. A run for the quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Wildcats are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Johnson looking to throw. Fires it. It's caught. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The give to the single back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Finds his man. It's Haynes. Open space at the 25. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll give it to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Back to pass. It's Underwood. Fires to the right. It's complete. Lots of running room. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw on first down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And he reels it in inside the 30.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Caught in the backfield. It's Edwards. Touchdown, Wildcats! A great catch and run for 6.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Marshall. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads it left. Finds a man by himself. There he goes. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
To the air, it's Underwood. He's not afraid to go deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the 3rd quarter. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He wants to change this route. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. To throw, it's Underwood. Here's the pressure. Can't get him to the ground. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll leave it with him. Runs for the tackle. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle, because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Get it out on the screen. Touchdown, Michigan! And that one will give them the lead. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Johnson looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Bradley. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. The quarterback will keep it. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Oh, out of space. juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the... Touchdown, Kansas State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Simpson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Dropping back, it's Underwood. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be second down.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Wolverines need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Hauls it in. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. Right down the middle. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Makes the catch. It's Klein.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
The Wolverines line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Just a short pass to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. And the Wolverines are flying down the field. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Haynes. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
QB draw. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Going to sling it on 2nd down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. There he goes. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out and in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Underwood. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Tried to get them a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looks as if he's going to run it. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Defense is going to have to find a way to slow this quarterback down from running the football. He's been doing a lot of damage in this game. Already he's got over 100 yards rushing.
The Wildcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Johnson wants to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the back. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Marshall. Crosses to 35. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
They'll go back to the ground. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give on the option. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, this is the point of the game in the 4th quarter where turnovers matter so much. The defense knows if they can just find a way to steal a possession, they're giving themselves an opportunity to win it, and they do it right there. Physical play, you see the speed, and they're able to create the TO.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
Rides to back and leaves it. He has the first and still on his feet. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Snagged out of the air. Touchdown, Wildcats! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. He lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only 1 possession on fourth down. It looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Back to pass. And his throw is incomplete. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Might be changing the route. Johnson looking to throw. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Fielded in the end zone. It's Marshall. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw on 1st down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Kansas State. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And this is exactly exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass.
Wide open spaces. He's loose. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will